The tea tree oil or the melaleuca oil will have some, may give you some symptomatic relief, some superficial symptomatic relief. But as long as you have the digestive/immune problem, you're probably going to go back to, you're probably going to end up with the same skincare issue later on down the road. You're not going to create any permanent changes. Willard water, likewise. Willard water is kind of interesting stuff. A guy named Willard, Dr. Willard, actually created this stuff, a special water which has an electrical property, has a sort of magnetic field that's associated with the water molecules. And a lot of folks think Willard water and this electrically charged water can have a beneficial effect when you drink it, although I've never really heard anything about using Willard water topically. Drinking Willard water, at least according to some research, can increase your body's ability to absorb nutrients, absorb vitamins, and absorb minerals because it can create a change in the electrical energy of cells and improve the ability of intestinal cells to absorb nutrients. So drinking Willard water may be beneficial. I can't say I've seen anything officially or that I've even seen any research that talks about the beneficial effects of using Willard water, but it might be something that you want to think about. Topically, though, you're not going to get too much benefit from that. So digestive system health, and Mighty 90 always helps too if you want to use the Mighty 90. Selenium has some antimicrobial properties, especially. Vitamin C has antimicrobial properties, as does zinc, 50 milligrams a day on the zinc, 200 to 400 micrograms a day on your ultimate selenium, and then 1,000 to 2,000, even up to 5,000 milligrams a day of vitamin C. I'm sorry, you were asking me something?
Yeah, check out the Willard water because they claim that they give the Willard water or sell the Willard water to burn units.
Yeah, and they notice improved healing when people drink the water or when they use it topically?
Topically.
So they put the Willard water on topically and they get beneficial effects for burns?
They are saying that they sell it to burn units. That's what they said.
Is there any? Did they say there's any research on that, or they're just selling it to burn?
You know something? They did not say that, but that's what they said.
I would be a little skeptical, although the people who do the Willard water, I don't want to cast aspersions on them. I'd just be a little bit skeptical about it. I'd want to see some research on it. It's certainly not going to hurt, but I don't know necessarily that you're going to notice too much benefits topically, although I can't say either way. I'd like to see some literature on it, and I've been looking into Willard water now for many years, and I've yet to see any literature on it for topical use, although there is some nice literature for animal use internally, giving it to animals, but I haven't seen anything for burn victims, although I may be wrong on that. If anybody out there knows about Willard water for burn victims used topically or has any research, I'd love to see it. Ben@ksco.com is my email. Does that help you?
Thank you so much.
God bless you, Tonya. Good luck with everything.
God bless you.
All right, take care. That's the most important thing I could tell you guys when it comes to skin health issues. If I had to say one thing, I would tell you to focus on the health of the digestive system. Does that come as a surprise? Probably not if you heard this program. The digestive system is the fundamental system in the body. And yes, we have a triangle of disease. We got the digestive system, the blood sugar system, and the adrenal thyroid complex, but it all starts off with digestive health. The health of the so-called digestive tract and the liver and the stomach and the pancreas and the gallbladder. All of these are where health begins, and I don't care if you're talking heart health, I don't care if you're talking mental health, I don't care if you're talking skin health. It all begins with the health of the digestive system. All right, got a ton of emails this morning. Doc was on George Norrie, and I got all kinds of emails. I wish I could answer everybody's email, but it would just take me hours and hours and hours to respond by writing. But just pick a couple of these emails here because we don't have any calls, so I'm going to just pick a couple emails from Eric. I'm a truck driver. I work 12 to 14 hours a day. Eric says every day he gains lots of weight because he doesn't have time to exercise and work it off. Well, that's not true, Eric. First of all, exercise is very overrated when it comes to losing weight. Yes, I said exercise is very overrated when it comes to losing weight. Is exercise important? Yes, it's important. I'm not telling you exercise is not important. It's incredibly important. The body responds to the stress that we call exercise by getting bigger and stronger and better. Every part of the body. The brain gets better when we exercise the brain. The skin gets better when we exercise the skin, and certainly the muscles in the bone get better when we exercise the muscles in the bone. The heart gets stronger, the lungs get stronger, the lung muscles get stronger. Everything gets better when we exercise. But as far as losing weight goes, you really aren't going to lose a lot of weight unless you're a marathon runner, unless you're an intense exerciser. Just doing your regular 10, 15, 20 minutes a day of exercise, which is all you really need to build muscle and to strengthen bone, is not necessarily what you need to do to lose weight. So sorry, Eric, about that. But what you can do to lose weight is change the way you eat and get yourself on a good nutritional supplement program. Obviously, carbohydrates and sugar need to be avoided like the plague, especially refined carbohydrates, I should say, and refined sugar. You still need your vegetable carbohydrates, but processed foods, flours, anything that comes in a box is going to have it's going to make it much more difficult for you to lose weight, and it's going to have a weight-gaining effect. Making sure you're getting enough of your micronutrients, your trace nutrients. That's also important. Your B vitamins, your trace minerals, your regular minerals, your macro minerals, and your micro minerals, all of your Mighty 90 essential nutrients. When you don't have your Mighty 90 essential nutrients, you end up snacking. And you especially end up snacking on high-energy foods. And if you're a truck driver, it's going to be very easy to do that. Every single truck stop you go into is going to be a source of these high-calorie, high-energy foods, and that's going to make it difficult for you to lose weight also. So, number one, get yourself on the Mighty 90 essential nutrients, especially the B vitamins and your electrical nutrients. And number two, and this is really, really important when it comes to weight loss, when you're under stress, and I'm talking mental stress as well as physical stress, when we're under mental stress and when we're under physical stress, the body will not want to lose weight because to the body, stresses represent famine. And so under conditions of stress, the body will protect us from a famine by keeping the weight on. Now, it's all related to the thyroid and the adrenal glands if you want to pick organs, but if you just want to lose weight and you can't do it, rest assured the body perceives that its life is being threatened. There's some kind of stress, some kind of survival stress on the body. Now, sugar represents a major survival stress, especially high amounts of sugar, refined sugar I'm talking about, but psychological stress can do it, and certainly the stress from any kind of chronic long-term degenerative disease problem. So by getting yourself on the Mighty 90 essential nutrients, by doing a food diary and eliminating problem food, and by eliminating or reducing your intake of fast-burning, refined carbohydrates and sugars, and deep breathing. Slow, deep breathing can be wonderfully beneficial for reducing the stress load on the body and ultimately losing weight. You'll find that you'll be able to drop the pounds. Number one, get yourself on the Mighty 90 essential nutrients. If you can't lose weight, this is. Get yourself on the Mighty 90 essential nutrients. Number two, eliminate any problem foods. Do a food diary and then support digestive health with the Biolumin Nightly Essence and the Ultimate Enzymes and a little apple cider vinegar after all your meals. Number three, stay off of the fast-burning sugars. If you need more protein and coconut oil, do that because that's a great way to wean yourself off of the fast-burning sugars. And then make sure you're practicing your deep breathing techniques and do anything you can do to relax the body and activate the so-called parasympathetic nervous system. The weight will drop off because the body doesn't really want to hold on weight. It's doing it because it has to do it, or it feels like it has no other option. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for listening to The Bright Side, friends. We'll be back at